Everybody, it's time for sports. It is one for the folks down there in the big yard at Andros. Here we go, folks, 2016, and that is Olympic Games into day 6 down there in Rio. Ariana Vanderpool-Wallace in the pool today and placed 7th in her heat women's 100-meter freestyle, 54.56 seconds. She was 18th overall and didn't advance to the semifinals. Also, she now can focus on the 50 free. As far as Joanna Evans, she will swim on Thursday. She's got the heats of the 800-meter freestyle, and she will be in heat 2, lane 8. Coverage of the Olympics is ZNet Television Network will be continuing throughout much of the evening. And then also tonight you can get Chris Saunders as he gives you an update as to how the day went for you as well. The Bahamas Commercial Basketball League Championships are complete, folks. The Stackers and Flyers in Game 3. Let's go courtside. The Container Port Stackers in fast track in Game 3 of the series. Stackers ball. Watch the good passing. The end result, the soft J. Up 2 in this one, the series, and the Stackers looking pretty good. This is called team play, and the momentum is going their way early. Fast track had all kinds of troubles trying to find the rim and scoring. Container Port on the other side had all cylinders going and good passing. That's called classic hoop. Fast track then settled down. Travis Wild Goose using the backboard for 2 of his 12 points. Fast track then went to perimeter game and found their stroke. To soften up Stackers' defense and the inside game was the next order of play. The John Wildgoose and the troops finally pulled up their socks and made an early game of it. 21 all the score, and we've got ourselves a game. The Stackers then call a quick timeout to go over the strategy and basic ball. The game plan was simply take the action right, as Fast Track simply couldn't play much defense, and those were the points. It was a total momentum shift, the ball bouncing in the favor of the Stackers. Basketball is a game of runs, and the Stackers was running away with this one and the series impossible sweep. 89-57 was the final score. It was a sweep of the series. Weldon Longley led all scores at 25. Robert Joseph had 13. Longley also named the league MVP in Robert Joseph. He received the season award, and the award went to Coach Trevor Johnson. And the West Grand Bahama Development Youth Association recently recognized a number of sports legends in the West Grand Bahama District, and I think this one was long overdue. The sports heroes and heroines of West Grand Bahama were honored for their contribution, not just in sports, but the community that they motivated and also represented. The West Grand Bahama Development Youth Association coordinated the awards and recognition luncheon. The Minister of Tourism and Member of Parliament for West Grand Bahama, the Honorable Obi Wilshcombe, said the recognition was long overdue, as West Grand Bahama has a number of firsts in sports.
But the truth is, in West Grand Bahama, we needed something to keep us together. And these men got together. When they started to play basketball here at St. Stephen's, the truth is, where else were you going to play? There's no gymnasium at the time. So they played at St. Stephen's when Bishop Gomez came down. And there were young men who helped build the basketball court so they could play. And that's where the league started. You talk about football. Football actually started in West End, near the ramp there, where they go out now. That's where they used to play some football. They had nowhere else to play. But they knew something was good about sports because it brought people together. It brought communities together. It brought young men together. It taught young men discipline.
There are some special things about sports, says the minister. The athletes of West Grand Bahama, indeed the Bahamas, have actually done their best. The Olympic Games are now ongoing and the talk of the world. Now, what happens to our athletes after the Games is important.
Why is it that athletes who make it to the highest level, like an Olympian, why should they have to hustle for a job in our country? When they're sacrificing, when they're working to get on that Olympic team, to wear your flag, to go out there and to give us some pride in the world, why is it that we have some of them unemployed? And I do not like that picture. At my ministry, I have Olympians who work at my ministry. In fact, the gentleman in charge of my entire North America is Greg Rowe, who is an Olympian. I have more than 7 Olympians who work with me now, because my view is they should never be without a job. The country owes them much.
The honors and recognition of the athletes of West Grand Bahama hit home in so many ways and truly appreciated. Well, the Grand Bahamas Softball Association, which some fast pitch on the diamond of the Plex last night. The Follies girls defeated the Portside Flyers 5-4 in the ladies' affair. Latoya Knowles got the win to Lost Winter and Tonya Cooper. As far as the men's side of things, the Reds took on those sweepers. The Pats uniform Reds and controlled chemical sweepers on the diamond, and this one is the Reds game as far as the game of softball. The Reds with the early stick and the game base hit here, rolling. The sweepers having some trouble. Darren Mortimer a bit ticked off, and simply the bats of the Reds were wreaking havoc on that fastball. Well, you want havoc? Here we go. Desmond Russell in the box. You can kiss this one goodbye. Shoot a bang, shoot a bing. Desmond with a 3-run shot. The Reds celebrating the momentum of the game at this point. Darren Mortimer really got upset and made the next batter pay the price. The sweepers took advantage of Lyndon Richardson miscues on the mound. With all that fanfare by the Reds, controlled chemical sweepers came back, folks, to win this one 9-7. Quentin Cooper getting the save. And they'll play tonight. You've got a slow pitch for you. Tri-Eastern is going to take on Pats and Nicoa as a opener. The Legions of Doom and the Mixers will play Express Food Mart. That's a men's affair. Should be a fun night for you over there at the AGB Sports Complex. Now, the back-to-school regatta is going to be put on by Eliezer Johnson. As you know, Barbara J says the 27th and 20th of this month, New Providence, Montague Foreshore is going to be a good one. He says he's got some 90 sailors going to take part in this one. He's also saying they're going to have all kinds of sunfish and Optimus and also the Class C sloops. He says that this year's Olympic year, and he's dedicating it to Sir Derwood Knowles. And way to go, Eliezer. It's going to be fun with Class A, B, and C sloops. It's all going to be in the 27-28, folks. I'll be going down there to watch the kids get ready to go back to school. You guys should do the same. Let's look at your sports. And for you folks in Andros, I don't know what Sheena did, boy, but y'all better send the crowd up north in a hurry. That's it for sports.